Cecile Moosgaard, welcome. Thank you for coming today.
Sure.
This is my go-see show. I do go-sees as a fashion photographer. Models come to my house, they show me their book for work, and I interview them.
Yeah, great.
I take advantage of that. It's this time of age of social media, so you might as well share it and to try to impart some kind of wisdom and or information to the young models who might watch this at some point in the future.
Yeah.
So thank you. The first question I always start with is, well, first of all, you're with Silent, aren't you?
I am. Yeah.
Where are you from and who are your parents?
Who my parents are? Okay. Well, I'm from Denmark. I'm
Yes.
Danish. And my parents, my mom and dad,
Are both Danish.
they're both Danish, yeah.
Now, are you as happy as Sabine was, the other Danish model that I interviewed the other day? The point I'm getting at is Denmark is extremely famous
for happiness. Yeah.
for the happiness quotient.
Yeah, I think I'm happy. Yeah. I'm
You
really
look
happy about
freaking
being
happy
Danish.
when you came in.
Oh, yeah?
You had a very open, lovely way about you, so that's definitely how you're presenting.
Okay, well, that's a good thing.
Very good thing.
Yeah.
What's your zodiac sign before I get on to your parents?
Oh, Leo, lion.
You're a Leo like me.
Yeah. You
That's
always
pro-
know. The
That's
thing
probably
is,
why you're happy.
Is it? Because whenever
Yes.
I'm in America, everyone's just like, "Oh, what's your sign?" I'm like, "What sign?" Because
You don't.
I don't even get it. I don't get it at all.
Well, I think there's a generational shift back to all things a bit new agey, stroke airy fairy.
Yeah.
In this time where
Very.
where people are looking for some kind of answers in the chaos.
Probably
of,
right. Yeah.
Of what's going on.
Yeah.
So I think millennials are pretty into it.
Yeah.
To the degree that my wife told me about an article she read the other day about how when you're now looking at Craigslist for an apartment,
Yeah.
there's stipulations, Capricorns need not apply and shit like that.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you.
Really?
So it's really becoming more of a mainstream thing.
Wow,
So you've
okay.
got to know about this.
Yeah.
As I'm now sort of educating myself about these,
About it, okay.
astrology,
Yeah.
so should everybody.
True.
So you're a Leo.
I'll have to learn some more about it. Yeah.
What was your birthday? Mine's the 24th of July.
13 of August.
Okay, so you're a proper mature Leo. I'm a little
Okay.
baby one. I'm at the beginning of it.
Okay. Yeah.
I suppose the deeper you go into Leo, probably the more Leo line you become in terms of the qualities or
Okay.
whatever attributes. So we're happy because we've got the sun as our planet.
Oh yeah.
And we feed off that incredible life-giving, energy-giving planet. And
That sounds great.
we're the center of the universe.
It all sounds positive.
It's so
Yeah.
fast. We can be a bit bossy though.
Oh, we can? Oh, yeah, someone told me that about being a Leo.
About you?
Yeah.
Are
No,
you bossy?
about when I told her that I was a Leo.
She
told
said
me,
you could be bossy. Okay, so what do your parents do? Get it? We're digressing.
My dad is in charge of logistics at a furniture company. called
Okay.
House Doctor.
Wicked.
Yeah. And my mom is just doing numbers and stuff. Yeah.
She's an accountant.
Accountant, yeah.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
What
So
was-
nothing creative or anything.
Nothing creative, but
No.
very solid as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
Were you born into a happy family?
Absolutely, yeah.
So your parents are nice and happy themselves?
Yeah, yeah.
Happiness breeds happiness?
Absolutely, yeah.
Do you have any siblings?
I do. I have an older sister who's 3 years
Older than
years
you.
older than me. Yeah, and I have a twin sister, which is probably the big part of it. Yeah.
Wow.
I know, identical twin sister.
Identical
Oh,
flipping twin
yeah.
sisters.
Well, actually, we don't know if we're identical, but we look so much alike, so we must be.
Isn't there a way of determining this?
Yeah, at birth, but they couldn't for some reason.
Is that right?
Yeah, and
Are you identical?
we don't know. That's
do you
the thing.
do you
So
look at
have
each other? Is it like looking at them in the mirror?
Yeah, it is. Absolutely.
Are you exactly the same in terms of the way you think and the way your habits and your tastes and all the other things?
We're extremely alike, but we still like to say that we're different. But we're so similar.
What's her name?
Emily.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what was it like, I wonder, for your parents to have twins after you already had a sister?
I think that was a surprise. I think I'm the surprise. I was second born, so I think I was the surprise.
Wow.
Yeah, I've heard that they cried, and I was like, was it happy tears? I was like,
Of
not really.
Of the stress
I
of what
know.
it's going to be like.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's trouble.
Do you get on with each other?
We do. Yeah. We work a lot together, so we kind of also have to.
Do you work as
We
models
do. Yeah,
together?
both of us. Yeah, we
So
started out
that's
together.
been your shtick.
It has. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll get on to that. My God, but that is... Do you feel your experience of life is different to normal people's?
Because I have a twin sister?
Yes. Do you always have another of you in the pocket and standby?
I always say I don't know because I've never tried anything else.
You don't know what you don't miss.
Everyone's like, oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Everyone's
Cute
just like,
bleep.
Everyone's just like, how is it to be a twin? I'm like, I don't know.
You don't know what it's like not to be.
I really don't know. Yeah, because that's all I know. Yeah.
How do you fight? Do you fight the same way? Do you laugh the same way? Do you like the same food? Do you have the same preferences and dislikes?
Yeah, most of it. All of it. We have the same preferences and stuff. But
you're not clones.
We're not clones, but I just think it's how we grew up. That we grew up in the same environment.
Yeah, nature and nurture,
exactly.
Both.
And I think that's how we became so alike and how we like the same stuff and things.
Obviously, your parents couldn't have a preference.
Well,
or maybe they do.
I don't know. Maybe.
How the fuck? That must be really interesting. Can they tell you apart?
Not from the back. And I remember, like, when I was younger, and also just now, if I go back, and my dad can literally just stand in front of me and say my sister's name, and I would just be like, wait, excuse me?
He doesn't know.
He does know, I think, but sometimes in a rush, he can mix it up. And from the back, they don't know at all.
Wow.
And when we were children, it was impossible. Like, my grandparents don't know. My grandparents do not know who I am, which is scary. It's so scary.
So, do you believe that you have a difference in personality that can lead to a preference? Are you nicer than your sister?
Emily is more stubborn than I am.
You are nicer than your sister.
But I don't know if that's nicer, but she's at least stubborn. She's more stubborn.
Is she?
Yeah. Well, yeah, we have different personalities, but still similar.
What about competition between you?
Oh, I think we're really good at supporting each other, so I don't think we really felt that competition.
But I would, because as my question suggested, I would feel that I would want to be the favorite.
Yeah.
I'd feel bound to be the favorite.
Yeah, but then again, we have another sister, so I think
there's a more complex dynamic going on.
Yeah, exactly.
What did her mind must have been blown, and her whole fucking world in chaos when you guys came along.
Yeah.
Because all the attention's going to go there anyway, and then there's two of you.
Yeah.
Was it tough for her?
I think so, yeah. But then again, we've all, I don't know. It must have been tough for her, but we all really love each other. It's not something like, it's just Emily and I. Yeah. We're all really close, so I think that helps. But yeah, it must have been tough for her in the beginning.
Of
Absolutely.
Course. Yeah. So how many years older is she?
3 years.
3 years. Yeah. Okay, that's tough. That is tough.
Yeah.
Because she's close enough to be in competition, in a rivalry for attention, etc. Oh, God, wow.
Yeah.
Now, so at school and stuff, what were you like? Are you extroverts? Are you introverts?
Well, I think we're both extroverts, but my sister's probably more than I am. She's more outgoing.
She's more outgoing?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. But I still...
More social?
Yeah.
Do you think she'll have more friends?
Yeah, maybe, yeah. I think so.
Are you attracted to the same kind of people?
Yeah.
You are?
We are.
Do you have the same taste in boys or whatever? Girls or whatever?
I think so, yeah, maybe.
Would you fall in love with the same person?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
What?
Because that's just, no.
That's just because it's wrong?
Yeah.
Because it's a sort of spiritual taboo?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
It's just messy.
People are always like, oh, do you date the same guys? I'm like, absolutely not. We don't. Do you date your brother or sister's girlfriends, boyfriends? No,
that's right. Are you doing a lot of things because of the twinning consciously separate? Are you consciously trying to define yourself in opposition?
Yeah.
You are?
Definitely.
And your identities?
Yeah, we definitely... Also, we tried to do that when we were younger as well. We did different sports, and we always wanted to dress like differently.
Do you have different styles?
No. But like we can discuss who's wearing a white t-shirt
that day. You can argue over the white t-shirt.
Exactly. If we both wear black, like you're gonna change. No.
Who wins in an argument? She does because she's more stubborn.
I always give in.
You give in. You're the softie.
I suppose so. Yeah.
Or she's just the stronger one.
Also that. Yeah.
She's stronger personality-wise.
Yeah. Yeah.
So she'll fight harder and get what she wants more.
Yeah. Yeah, she will.
And you're happy to give her that?
Yeah.
You don't resent it?
No.
Because it's more natural to you to do so.
I don't think I...
care as much? To win?
I do care, but I'm always like, if there's a conflict, I'm out. I always try to stay out of all kind of drama and conflicts.
How do you do that as a Leo? We're fighters.
Oh, yeah?
Aren't we? We've got energy to burn.
I fight.
You're fiery.
I'm supposed to fight on the inside then. Yeah.
Are you fighting on the inside?
Yeah. I guess so.
That's brilliant. I'd like to fight on the inside.
Well, having a twin sister, you learn to compromise.
Are you biting your tongue sometimes?
Well, nah.
No, because it's your sister. You can say you can be and say anything you want to do. Wow, I like that.
Yeah.
All right. So, were you viewed as freakish as kids and throughout your childhood?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like walking down the street.
Is it a small town?
Yeah.
Did everyone know you?
Yeah.
The freaky twins?
Yeah. Well, that was all the twins in town, but just walking down the main street of being in New York, both of us, like people would turn around and yell at us, "Oh my God, are you twins?" Or people will look at us like we are some sort of, I don't know, chemical project or I don't know. It's freakish. It really is.
It is freakish. And do you feel freakish, therefore, because you're being seen that way?
Sometimes, yeah. But I suppose I don't really realize any longer. But I remember once we had a friend with us. We were walking, I don't know, somewhere. And she was like, "You guys, everyone is staring at us." I'm like, why? Well, because you look alike. So I think for our friends and stuff, they find it weird that people look that much. Because we are so similar. We look so much alike. And I guess it's not normal that someone in our age looks so much alike. Because then people start to go in different directions and whatever. But we're still similar. And
you have the other extra burden, if we can call it that, or other extra issue of being beautiful too. So
definitely long legs and skinny, yeah.
Long and skinny. Did you think you were beautiful, both of you? And what is it like looking at another beautiful one of you?
I don't know. It's scary sometimes looking into the mirror. There's like someone right next to you who looks exactly the same.
That's so...
Yeah, it's so hard to describe. I suppose you must be a twin to know it. Know the feeling.
So do you think, is it literally when you're looking at her, you might as well be looking at yourself?
Yeah, sometimes.
You feel that?
Yeah. Sometimes I'm just like, whoa, that's crazy. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so what about school and what sports did you each play?
She played a lot of handball.
Is that a big sport for girls in Denmark?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And for you?
I played golf. So I did something completely different. Yeah.
It involved a ball.
Yeah. Yeah, it did. But it was a lot more down to earth. Yeah.
Is it down to earth? I always consider golf a kind of slightly rich people's sport.
Yeah.
In other words, you know, it's lots of green space that you get.
True, like that's the whole. Yeah, no, that's true. I get that.
Now,
but I find it very calming and.
Oh yeah, as a something to do.
And it's a way to get outside, and I love it.
And very much different to handball, which is quite aggressive and noisy, and as a team. And you're an individual player.
Yeah. Exactly.
Not so much
it's
a
not
team
a team
sport.
player. No, it's not a team sport, really.
So how did you come to the golf? Was it your dad did it?
Yeah, my dad did it, and my grandparents, friends, and stuff. Like,
I grew up with
people.
It.
Yeah, I play
older
with people
people
who's way older than I. But I like it. I really do. Yeah.
And the social aspect too?
Yeah, I do.
Walking, talking.
Yeah, walking, talking for 4 hours. It's great.
Did you follow was it the US Open recently with Tiger Woods winning?
Yeah.
Do you know all about that shit? Do you watch it?
I watch it from time to time, but
you're not a fanatic.
But that was the Masters. Yeah,
it was the Masters.
Yeah,
it was a big deal, right?
It was a great big deal.
To come back.
To come back after so many years. Yeah, I do follow up on some of it, but not all of it.
Who's the greatest golfer who's ever lived?
I guess that's Tiger.
Is it Tiger?
Yeah, must be.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think it's...
So there's no doubt about that?
Yeah, I think so.
He's better than Jack Nicklaus and all those other people from France?
Yeah, I guess so. Right?
Wow.
Yeah, I must say I can't really fact check all of it, but
Wow. Okay. So
Yeah.
you did that and you still do it. Could it be a sport for life or at least a pastime for life? Or you could still do it?
yeah.
Do you still play?
Yeah, from time to time when I
Okay.
have time. From time to time when I have time.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So who was better at school academically?
We were so similar. It was
Oh
scary.
my God, you got the
But
same
I
marks? You got the same
but
marks?
That may also have just become because the teachers didn't know who was who, right? We
So
always
they-
say that.
they didn't know
we
who
had
was
the
who.
exact same grades.
They literally... Were you in class together?
Yeah. So
So your teachers could not tell you apart?
I don't think so. No, I think they would like to say that they could.
And
But-
friends?
In the beginning, absolutely not. I think when people meet us.
But you had the same friends?
Yeah, most of them. Yeah.
Do you
Yep.
still have the same friends?
Yeah. We're really close with. Yeah, but we also have friends that's separate, that we like individual friends. But because we had, because we went to the same class, at least for the last 3 years of our school, we have so many of the same friends. But that's nice. I like that.
That's so nice.
But it's also good to have individual friends, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, to not share everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Same taste in food?
yeah.
Wow,
I know, it's scary.
Cecily, it's crazy. Are you at the same agency?
Yeah, all over. Yeah, I know.
All right. Okay. So what was it like being pretty? Did you feel that you were pretty growing up? Did you feel especially pretty because you had a pretty twin? Was it double pretty?
No.
Was
not
it pretty
at all.
time too?
Well,
You didn't feel that way?
Every model probably says that, but we feel tall and lanky and
And odd.
odd.
So
yeah.
double freaky.
Double freaky, yeah. Yeah,
Because you stand out again.
exactly, yeah. And also think because our first job was like walking out in a show, like right after each other, we still it was a freaky one. We're the freaky models, I suppose.
You're the freaky model.
Because we're the twins that look so alike.
So how did it happen? Tell me the path, the journey, the
Modeling.
steps
Okay.
from fashion industry.
Well, we were scouted when we were just 13. Yeah.
And how was adolescence for you?
Wait, what?
How was adolescence? 13, you're just
Oh, yeah, we
you're
were
coming
just
into
like,
puberty. That's
yeah,
a
exactly.
weird time to be scouted.
Yeah, so we were absolutely certain that we were supposed to wait a bit and see where it take us. We were in no rush at all. We were in primary school, for God's sake. Like, we were so young.
Where were you when you were scouted?
In the main street of a city called Aarhus in Denmark. We were running for a parking ticket, I think. Yeah.
To stop getting a parking
Yeah,
ticket.
to stop. Yeah, exactly.
So you had a car?
We have, we were with
Oh.
our grandma, I think.
Oh,
We can't
okay.
really drive at 13.
That's right. You're not that
No.
precocious.
So we got in contact and agreed to wait a few years. And then when we turned just 16, we got an exclusive for Prada. And then the ball just kept
Jesus
rolling.
Christ. So hang on. So this person that originally scouted
Scouted
you
us.
became your mother agent.
Yeah,
And was that a man or a woman?
a woman.
How did it feel, that first approach? How did you react? You were too young at 13?
Yeah, because she just came up to us and was just like, "Have you ever considered modeling?" And we was just like, "No." She came out of the blue, right? And it was just like, "How did it all happen?" I'm like, "I don't know." From one day to another.
Literally from one. And you hadn't had any designs on,
No.
dreams
Oh my
about,
God, no.
concerns with,
No.
nothing at all.
To me, life was just about going to school and being
you
with
were 13
friends.
year old.
Yeah. I was so
What did you
young.
want to do? What did your sister want to do when you grew up? Had you any ideas at that point?
No.
None whatsoever.
No. Well, definitely more business orientated, I think. Not into biology or anything like that. So
Right.
more that way. Numbers or something. I don't
Numbers? Were you good at math?
all right at it. Not
Okay.
the best, but
Okay.
yeah. I think as you get older and as it gets tougher,
Wow.
it gets more annoying.
Right.
Yeah.
So did you have your first boyfriends at the same time? All of that, your love lives. How have your love lives been different? How have they been similar?
I think they've been very different. She has had a steady boyfriend and I haven't really. So that's different for sure.
Who had the boyfriend first?
She did. Yeah.
Was that in keeping with her personality? Being more outgoing? She was
I guess so. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
You were a bit more withdrawn?
Yeah.
A bit shyer than
Yeah.
her?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
So Bold went out and found himself a boyfriend.
Exactly. Yeah.
Did you like him? That must be weird.
Well, yeah,
Is that system?
No, but I'm friends with him also, so that's.
You were friends. They were friends.
We were friends. Or we were all friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, has that been a long-term relationship for her?
A year or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
And recent?
But they broke up now.
Oh, yeah. This is early days.
Yeah. Well, no, but yeah. I'm only 19.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So this is relatively late in your teens.
Yeah.
As opposed to early in your teens.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh gosh. So what are you looking for a boyfriend? What do you look for in love? What I'm trying to get at, what are your expectations for your love life?
Oh, I don't know. I think I'm very.
You haven't met the person yet.
I haven't. No, absolutely.
And you're not looking.
I don't think so. No.
You don't want.
No, because I don't see how is that just gonna happen right now. Because I'm traveling all the time and.
I see.
Yeah.
So is that a pragmatic view? Are you being practical about it? It's not like you're yearning for love.
I guess I'm both. It's both practical reasons, but also just I don't think I'm looking for it at the moment.
Right.
Yeah, I'm fine how I am. Yeah.
And how has your sister's relationship? How did she navigate being a model?
Oh, it was tough.
In other words, what you've learnt perhaps is a difficult thing.
Yeah, it is.
Balancing those two elements.
It is. Yeah, it is for sure.
Right.
Also for her. Yeah.
So how did we go from 16? Your mother agent found you an agency, and that was in Denmark. Then
she was a part of it. Yeah. So yeah.
Had you started at that point to work, to shoot, to walk, to do all the things that modelling entails?
We were in London for just 2 weeks at the end of age 15 or something, and then we were told to go to Milan because we had an exclusive.
And that was it.
That was it, and we didn't. At that time, we didn't even know what Prada was.
It was all just pretty much your first job, big job.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Had you taken pictures before? And had you walked a catwalk before?
Yeah, a few tests, I suppose.
A few tests.
Yeah.
To Prada exclusive.
Yeah.
In your ignorance, you had no idea the significance of it.
We were so naive. Yeah, we were so naive. We had no idea what was going on. It was such an experience. I barely remember it.
You barely remember?
Yeah, because it was such in a rush, all of it.
So you didn't realise quite what was going on. Did your parents, did anyone around you?
I don't think so either, no.
None of you?
We traveled alone. We have always traveled alone, my sister and I. My parents has never traveled with me, but I think they were fine with that because we were two. So we always had each
protection
other.
and each other's backs.
Exactly. And we always felt safe. So, I don't know. Yeah.
What was it going to Milan for the first time? Was that the first time you'd been out of Denmark? No, because you'd been to London.
Yeah. No, we've been all over.
You had been all over
by
but
then. First time traveling alone, I suppose. Yeah. Really alone.
And so, was it a question that there was a casting that you went to?
We went to...
Or were you booked even before that on the strength of your pictures or whatever?
I think we were at some sort of casting, 2 weeks prior to the show, I guess. I think it was a casting, yeah. It's so hard to remember now. And then we were told we got it, on the way, the car towards the airport. And then we went back a week later, and we were there for a week before the actual show. And we were literally sat in a room for 14, 12 hours a day.
Sitting around?
Yeah, no, just sitting, waiting. Just being there. And that was it.
What's that like? Is that boring as a model?
Is
it stressful?
It's boring. It's tough. Because you just sat there and,
There's nothing to do. So you have to read or something?
Yeah.
Or watch videos on YouTube?
Yeah, read a lot. But it has changed a lot, the modeling industry. From doing shows just 3 years back to now, there's no waiting time at all now.
Is that right?
Back then, we were told to bring a pillow to the old castings because we were sat in a room for
so long,
6 hours with 50 other girls. And that was so normal. I remember my first season. It was so different from what it is now, which is crazy because it's only been 3 or 4 years.
So what's the difference? Everything's sped up? The time's faster?
Everyone is caring about you. How are you? How are you? And there's food and there's water.
Oh, they care about you now?
Absolutely.
So you're saying that there's been an evolution?
Absolutely. And I suppose that's because of all the...
Me Too.
Me Too, yeah. we get gifts and stuff now. It's so different. But in a good way.
Yes, absolutely. Before you were treated like cattle.
Absolutely, yeah. It was so different. It's insane.
Wow.
Yeah.
So probably that was the worst time ever. You experienced the worst.
We did. But for now, I think it's a great experience.
Right.
But it was like, when I think back on it, it's just wow.
So what was it like walking the show? Did you meet Mucha?
Yeah, we did.
At the show?
Yeah, no, also...
Or before, all that week, whole week,
I remember whenever she walked through the hallway that we were sat in, she was like, everyone just like straightened up and like, oh God, there she is. Yeah.
So she exuded a sense of authority and power.
I guess so, yeah.
Yes, or people treated her differently.
Yeah.
What was walking the show like? Do you actually remember the feeling?
No, not really.
Did you feel pressure?
No.
Were you excited?
Yeah.
Were you nervous?
No, because everything was such in a rush, so...
You just did it?
Yeah.
And you didn't think?
No. Really, no, I barely remember it. Which is crazy.
But it's often the way.
Yeah.
I spoke to a model the other day whose advice to people would be, or young models would be, not to think too much.
Yeah.
And to let it unfold in a natural, organic way.
But then still try to somehow capture the moment or something, because it goes by so quickly.
Would you have rather have done that? Was it pre-social media? No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
So was it all a big deal on Instagram when we were...
It was a big deal on Instagram, yeah, but not as much as it would have been today. No. But just the whole first season and the second season, it went by so quickly, I barely remember any of it. It's so crazy, because you were so busy.
So you did Prada exclusive in Milan, which meant that when you went to Paris...
It was, craziness.
It was a freaking feeding frenzy on you, and they were feeding on you.
Yeah.
And your sister.
Yeah.
Did you room together?
Yeah, we stayed together.
Everything was the two of you, so that's so good.
Yeah, great.
So you've supported each other very well.
Yeah.
So perhaps some of the stresses and strains have been alleviated.
Absolutely, just like getting around, that one takes the charge, such a relief. Yeah.
Does your sister, being the bolder one, tend to take charge?
Yeah, I guess so.
She's leading, you're following?
Yeah, she always says so, anyway.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so what then? How many shows did you do in Paris?
Oh my God, I don't remember.
More than 10?
Maybe, I have no clue.
What was the...
But good shows, yeah.
What was the highlight? Do you remember anything enough to tell me what the highlight so far has been of your modelling career? And would it be any different to your sister, do you think?
The highlight? So that means what?
The
biggest, bestest thing I've done?
The biggest, bestest memory thing that you've done. It doesn't even have to be memory. It could be just in status alone. Just in what's the biggest thing you've done. But what's the most exciting thing you've done? The thing that stays with you? Or is it all just a blur and equal? Nothing stands out?
Well, people wrote so many articles when we started out because we were twins and that was new.
Were you famous in Denmark?
No, but they wanted us on like morning TV and stuff back home, but we always denied it. Like morning TV, like Good Morning America.
Oh, yeah?
So the Danish version of that. They always wanted that, but
you never did it?
No, we always denied it.
What's the matter with you?
I know, it's just, I don't think we're that outgoing in that way. We don't like showing off. I think that's a Danish thing. The humble thing,
the tall poppy syndrome.
Yeah.
What's the name for that?
I don't know.
Because there's hygge.
Yeah, hygge.
But then there was another name. There was another word that Sabine told me, which meant you're not to be.
Yeah, you're not to be too much outgoing. It's the
yeah.
Oh my God, I don't remember right now.
So that's deep. That's deep in your Danish cultural
it is.
upbringing,
it's
that you can't show off. You can't be seen to be better than anybody else.
Yeah.
And
True.
you would feel that was a sense of arrogance and show-offingness, even though they're interested.
Well, I know it's not arrogant or anything. I just don't think I'm like that. I like just being me.
Modest.
And for me, it was also just about... I was still in high school when I did all of that. So I was barely home. I had a 50% absence in my high school years. So when I was home, I still just wanted to be that regular student who could go to school and... Was
that a disaster then, your academic world?
No.
You managed to?
Yeah, I had very
good grades.
I'm very privileged to have like great teachers who were really supportive and stuff. But it was tough. It was definitely tough. But
so you didn't tell me your highlight.
Oh, my highlight.
What was the biggest show that you did in terms of?
I feel like there was all those like articles about your Vogue, call those like to watch of some season or whatever. There was all those articles that wrote great things about you, but to me, highlights are just about the trips you go on and like the shoots you do on location where you're just surrounded by great people who really just love the brand that they're shooting for, and have some, I don't know, creative people who really just care about what they're doing.
The experience itself.
To me, that's the highlight. To go great places that you would have never been otherwise. And just have meet new people and share that experience with them of doing some sort together and see the result of it. I don't really think, to me, it's some job or some editorial you did or whatever. Or a show you did. To me, that it's more the result of all of it and meeting people and going
and
places.
Experience itself.
And the experience with others. Yeah, I think that's more the highlight. I have so many great trips that we made with people that I barely knew, but
enjoyed
so much. With. Yeah.
So what's your favorite part of the process, sort of part of the day, the working day? Do you have a moment that you savor, that you favor, or is it just a general sense of collaborating with interesting people?
Well, wrap-up time is always great.
Wrap up at the end. You've done a good job, and that's it.
Yeah, it's always nice, like being done and feeling, wow, we did something today. We created something. Yeah, I think that's it.
And what don't you like about it?
Shooting? Or
the whole
modeling industry?
Yeah.
There's a lot of things I don't hate. Oh, what I do hate, don't like.
Okay, give me one or two. The main ones.
Well, to me, it's the way we got treated back then. I think that was horrible. And then it's also just how I can't plan anything.
The randomness, the chaos.
Yeah, and everything is just last minute. I think that is so tough, really tough, that I can't plan anything. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow, which is great as well, because I always have a day of, wow, what am I doing today? Exactly. It's always a new day, but...
It's fresh. And sort of, yes, the unknown.
The unknown, but still, it's tough to plan anything, because you miss so many birthdays and family things and friends who don't get it, and there's a lot of that, but I suppose you get used to it, but it's still tough.
Is this now a job that you think, one, that were you good at it? Are you good at it?
I think I'm all right. Yeah. I don't know.
There's room for improvement?
Yeah, there always is. There always is.
Do you enjoy it? Does it suit you and your personality and your temperament?
Yeah. I think now, yeah.
You're growing into it?
I like it. I like all the traveling aspect of it. And I like meeting people and stuff. But I have an idea that I also like to have something more regular, like having a 9-to-5 job.
Is that right?
But I guess I look forward to it. But then when that's me at one time in my life, I will prefer this. Like you always want.
Right. Yeah. Is it the security of or the structure of knowing what you're doing?
Yeah, so the security of it. Because right now I just live like a nomad. Yeah. And I guess that's,
Where are you based?
I'm based in my suitcase. But I still live at home.
In Denmark?
Yeah, I do, but I'm never home. I travel all the time.
Which of the fashion capitals do you prefer, is your preference? Is it New York, Paris, London?
New York, I think.
It's New York?
Yeah.
Are you living here now? Or are you just here on a trip?
I'm here on stay, but I'm here all the time, yeah.
You're here all the time?
Yeah, on stay.
Okay, so what do you, if you don't have any specific job that you've done, is there any specific job that you want to do or a dream? And what is your dream and ambition? Is it different from your sister's? Would she give me a different answer? Do you think, if I said, if the phone would ring tomorrow, what would the dream job be if it was the last job you were ever going to do in fashion?
Oh my God.
You get a special wish for doing so well.
It's so tough to say.
What would it be? Would it be a big campaign? Would it be the cover of...
Maybe a big campaign or something. I don't know.
Do you know about fashion? Do you have preferences in terms of designers and all of that stuff?
I do. So I guess I would have loved to do a campaign for old Celine or something.
Celine?
Yeah, but old Celine, for sure.
So let's define what old Celine means.
Yeah.
Under which designer?
Phoebe.
Phoebe Philo. You're
Yeah.
a Phoebe Philo fan.
Uh-huh.
You'd have liked to have done a Celine campaign.
Yeah.
Do you have a photographer attached?
No, not really. I don't think so.
It doesn't matter.
No.
It does matter. You know it does matter. It matters terribly.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Okay, come on. Who are your favorite photographers so far in your just even if it's in your own experience? Who do you think has been the greatest photographer, or the photographer whose images you have liked the most?
Oh, it's tough to say. I can't really say
You
that.
can't say it?
No.
You're not picky in that respect.
No.
You're not discerning in that respect.
Because I guess I'm not that. I don't have that creative.
You don't care. It doesn't matter enough to you.
No. So to me, that. Oh God. No, I couldn't say that because I'm not the kind of girl who just. Wow, that's a really great picture. I guess I don't have that creative mindset.
I love that.
And
It's all much the muchness. It's all the same to you.
Yeah.
That's great.
It's not all the same, but.
No photographers that you think, oh shit, I really should work with him while I can. It's not Stephen Meisel or...
No, I don't have that, really.
Fuck.
And
I'm sure it's going to be Stephen who's going to book you.
I hate that whenever I get a call sheet, whenever it's like, oh, he's a great photographer. I'm like, I'm sure he is. I'm sure he's great. And there's a lot of great photographers, but to me, I don't really... Well, I don't...
It doesn't matter to you.
It's more the whole result of it and the whole team all together that I like. And yeah.
I like that so much.
And I had one bad experience with a top photographer.
You did?
I did, yeah. We did. We were sister and I. So...
What was it about that, without mentioning names, but what was it about that experience that was negative?
I was connected to the whole Me Too movement. So it was very uncomfortable.
Oh, sexually?
Yeah. Very sexually, yeah. So you also get that kind of like
that.
I know. So whenever people say like, "Oh, photographers," you always get that. Okay, yeah, sure. So I guess you're a bit touched by that, but
wow, you actually experienced that.
Yeah, a bad one. That wasn't mentioned anywhere.
It wasn't mentioned.
No, and so whenever I mention it now, people are like, "Are you sure?" And you just get that kind of, "Yeah, I am sure." Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
And hang on, was it any different because there were the two of you? Couldn't you have been had the strength, courage, or whatever?
It was definitely my sister who suffered, whereas
you didn't.
I didn't in the same way, but I could totally understand her because I felt it as well, but not in the same way. It was her that it was definitely. It was a weird experience, as you can imagine.
So we're talking totally inappropriate.
Totally inappropriate. Absolutely.
Absolutely unprofessional.
16, 17 years old or something, and the whole team waiting outside of the door who must have been knowing what was going on.
Oh,
and a group of girls downstairs who had just been through the same thing.
Wow.
I know, yeah.
And we're talking about a famous photographer.
A famous one, yeah.
Who's not been mentioned in any of this.
No.
Do you think he will be exposed?
No, I don't think so. No. I don't think people...
Do you think he would have been, up until now, in the first wave of articles and exposés? Like the Boston... Because those guys promised a sort of follow-up. They were saying... The first Boston Globe article was saying there were more in the works, but they were sort of doing extra investigation.
Uh-huh.
I mean, because that... Instagram site, remember?
Yeah, I do remember, yeah.
Shit models, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Which was part of this.
It was, yeah.
Surely that girl has still become a nexus for reporting stuff too.
Yeah. But then again, I can't say, because my sister and I, we never reported anything. Because back then, Me Too wasn't a thing, so we just kind of like...
So you don't feel a responsibility, a guilt and or responsibility?
Sometimes I do, yeah, I do. I guess so, I do.
But there's a lot of pressure both ways, right?
Yeah, and like, what do I get out of it? Like, what's the result of it? I know I can save others people from experiencing the same thing, but I don't know. It's just such a big conflict, I guess.
It's a huge conflict.
Yeah, and we often talk about it. Like, when you're set in a studio like his, and you see pictures all over of big names like Kate Moss, other girls who's like completely naked, that's just hanging around the studio. Like, you're sat there like, experience like, wait, what's wrong, what's right? Because they can do it, like why can't I do it?
Right.
So it's just one big.
Is it about the fact? But it's not about the nudity per se. It's not about the fact that those models decided to do nudes.
No.
It's all the rest of it.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's just one big hell of a mind fucking thing. You come to a point where you're like, wait, is this right? Is this wrong? What he's doing, is that okay? Whereas you must be really headstrong to be like, no, leave me alone, don't touch me. So it's just a big, I don't know, it's a tough, weird thing.
Wow, that's wild.
But I always say that, yes, we had one bad experience, but
that takes
so many great ones
of
as well.
course.
Yeah.
But that takes a lot of guts if there's two of you.
Yeah.
It takes an extra kind of, I think, level of brazenness
Wait.
on the part of the photographer.
Well, it was, I must say that it was more my sister.
She was alone.
Yeah, and then I was outside, but I was like, wait, what the hell's going on? Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah, it wasn't me really. It was more my sister. Absolutely, it was my sister. Yeah.
But so funny that you register it as you in a way.
Yeah, exactly. But I feel like I was there and I know what happened, so I can stand in for. I totally know what was going on. Yeah.
Wow. But did you experience the same person? You experienced the same man?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah,
Wild.
it is wild. Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
So you don't foresee him being exposed?
I don't know.
Wow, that's wild.
No. Yeah, it is.
Because the names that went down the first time were the biggest names in the industry. They
were.
really were. Mario Testino and Bruce Weber. They didn't get bigger, or it didn't get bigger than that.
No. Yeah. And many of those stories were from like back in the days.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
Which, in a sense, you could have a different view to. It's worse when it's happening today because.
Yeah, but then again, like the fashion industry, it moves so quickly. So this was back in, I don't know, 2016, 2017, where Me Too wasn't even a thing. So,
that's right.
So
it's
the idea
too.
of actually coming out and telling people about it were just like, no way. That's just how it is. I remember our model agency was like, we have to do something about this. We have to charge this man. Whereas the Paris agency was like, absolutely not. We'll do nothing. So that's just how it was back then.
And interesting,
back then, right?
And interesting
and
back then.
It's
only 3 years ago, but it also implies that there's a kind of what's the word? Not collusion. That's the word of the day in politics in America. But a kind of tacit that the agencies had a part to play. You know, it's bigger than.
It's bigger than just that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy.
Amazing. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I'm not. I really do like talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm fine talking about it.
Yeah, it's great. Now, what is your philosophy of life? What makes you happy? What's the meaning of life for you?
What's the meaning of life?
Would it be different for your sister?
Well, I'm not that philosophical.
Philosophical. You're not philosophical.
I don't think so. No, I'm very realistic about things and down to earth. So I don't know, staying happy and.
What is the secret of happiness for you? Or let's do happiness and let's do success.
Okay.
What do those two things mean and how do you achieve them?
Happiness is just being surrounded by people you love and just being happy about just surroundings and stuff. Whereas success, I don't know, making it. But then again, making it for me is also just about being happy, so it kind of connects.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You're winning when you're happy.
Yeah, I do think so.
That's the only sort of metric I always apply.
Yeah.
And lots of people don't.
No. Success and happiness are two things that must
absolutely,
collide.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And are there any words of advice you might be able to impart to anyone watching who might be interested in joining the fashion industry?
God. Well, I don't think you should. It's a tough thing to pursue because you really don't have any kind of Control, no. Everything else controls it for you, and it's tough to play a part in it. You just have to go with the flow, I think, and enjoy it while it lasts. That's really it. And stay confident, stay strong, and yeah, take one day at a time. Because it's a tough world, but it also gives you so many great pleasures. It really does. Like, you get to travel, you get to see the world, you get to meet so many great people that you would have never met otherwise. And it's so far from the ordinary lifestyle. So don't take it for granted, but take one day at a time, and don't get too high expectations or whatever, because it's also tough. Yeah.
Amazing.
Great.
Thank you so much, Cecily. That was so wise.
Yeah.
That was so wise. And I guess lastly, what's going to happen in the future? What would you be doing if you weren't doing this? And
I definitely want to continue my studies. What exactly, I don't know. Don't know if it will be anything in the fashion industry or whatnot. But yeah, I want to study some more.
But you'll do this as long as people want you to do it.
I think so, yeah. I'll keep going a few years. I don't know. We'll see. It's tough to say. It's really tough to say. I can feel that I'm still young and I'm like not really sure about anything. Yeah. But yeah, we'll see. I'm not in a rush. No
Amazing.
rush.
Cecily, you've got it all sorted out. I'm glad you're enjoying it. That's the main thing, that you're as happy as you are.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for coming and sharing with me your story today and all the other stuff. That was fascinating. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.